Hey, spiritual whistleblower here, guys. Listen, I love you very much. Thank y'all for, I know a lot of y'all are overprotective. A lot of y'all, are glad that I'm exposing and snatching masks off. But I'm just here to tell you, please don't be a flying monkey. Stay out of my comment section reporting to me what people are saying about me. I don't care. You do not want to be a flying monkey. Do not ever put yourself to be in the position of a flying monkey, tagging me and passing messages about what my enemies are saying about me. Because then I'm going to start looking at you as a troublemaker. I'm going to start looking at you as passive aggressive. I don't like people that play both sides of the fence. I don't need to know what the enemy is doing and saying. The enemy is doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. I exposed their dirt and their filth. I snatched their mask off. They're mad, they're angry, and they're retaliating. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. I don't need an update or a report every 5-10 minutes. Don't get in my comment section and talk about what the enemy is saying about me. Their masks were ripped off. They're supposed to react angry and bitter and disgruntled and disheveled. And the people that support them are pissed off. You got to understand that abusive people protect and defend other abusive people. Narcissists protect each other. Pedophiles protect each other. If they're being exposed, if one abuser gets exposed, then it exposes a million other abusers. They don't want their tactics, their abusive manipulation tactics exposed on a greater level. So when one gets called out, when one gets exposed, all the other abusers are going to feel hit and hurt as well. I called out like 3 abusive people last week. And it's just so crazy how many people are defending those abusers. How many people have come forward angry and bitter, and you need to mind your business. And, why do you care that they doing this? Bitter and angry. We as a people should be concerned when there's someone out here, especially when it comes to children. I don't play with children. I am a victim of child abuse. I am a victim of child sexual molestation. And I am overprotective of children being abused by their parents, whether it's physically, verbally, emotionally. Emotionally, when you abandon and neglect a child, that is child abuse, by the way. A lot of people think abuse is physical. No, you can abuse a child emotionally, physically, verbally, sexually, financially. When you abandon and neglect a child's needs, you are in fact abusing that child. I do not play about child abuse. I don't like men or women that abuse children. So when I call out a person that is in fact neglecting their children and abusing their children, emotional neglect and abandonment is abuse, child abuse. And I sit back and I'm watching women, mothers get angry at me, still protecting a deadbeat, still protecting a man that abuses his children emotionally. That is concerning to me. The Black community is fucked up. Vile, disgusting, protecting and defending men who abuse children. These are the same women that protect the pedophile. Their husband and boyfriends can molest their daughters and they'll be mad at their daughters and kick their daughters out in the street and they'll stay with the man. These are the Jezebels and harlots protecting these men. And over the past couple days, ever since I started snatching masks, a lot of women in this community are protecting and defending abusive men. I said, look at all these narcissistic Jezebels. Look at all these narcissistic Jezebels that are pissed off that I called out a male child abuser, a deadbeat. Oh, God is pissed off. God, it's men like this that are getting away with touching our babies. It's men like this that are getting away with, they set up their daughters to be abused by men out here. When you're not protecting and teaching your daughters as a man, you set them up to be abused by the men in the world. So when spiritual whistleblower calls out a man or a woman that's abusing a child, molesting a child, neglecting, abandoning a child, why are you mad? Why are you mad? Because you're an abuser too. This is the time, y'all, to sit back and really watch people. Watch who defends and protects the abusers. Abusers protect abusers. Abusers stick together. Narcissists are abusers and they stick together. If you call out one abuser, then the rest of them are going to feel like you've called them out too. They're all going to get mad. They're all going to start defending and protecting the abuser. So it's like you can expose one, but when you expose that one, his cult-like following is going to get upset because they're abusive. Abusers follow abusers. And any other abuser not minding his or her business, because we got a lot of people that are meddling and inserting their 2 cents and they don't have shit to do with shit. They're defending and protecting the abuser. They're mad that I called the abuser out. How backwards is that shit? I think every abuser, every pedophile, every rapist should be called out. Yeah, it's dangerous. It's a dangerous job, but when you're divinely protected, like Jesus Christ was, like Moses was, you're not going to fear men. You're going to keep doing the work for the Lord, because the Lord, his rewards are magnificent and great. He's rewarded me in such a great way. I can't even get on here and tell y'all half the shit he's done for me over the last year. Things that I prayed for and manifested have come to fruition because I stayed faithful and I kept 10 toes down doing this spiritual work. How are we supposed to build a close relationship with God if we do not know how to fight demons? I know how to fight demons. You fight a demon by exposing him and you get far away from him and you let him self-sabotage. I attacked Kevin Samuels, and do you know about 3,000 of his male followers attacked me under one video? Men. Grown-ass men making verbal and physical threats against one woman. And because the God that I serve is so amazing and he's overprotective of me, he wiped out their leader. He wiped out their leader. I didn't wish death on Kevin Samuels. I don't practice witchcraft. I didn't cast no spells. I just prayed and stayed 10 toes down. And my Father up above in heaven said enough. Y'all play with God if you want to. These men and women in this YouTube community that have a cult-like following will defend their atrocious, abusive behavior. And that is idolatry. You are to hold people accountable when they're abusive, when they are liars and manipulators and they get called out with evidence. If you still continue to defend and protect their abusive behavior, you are idolizing them. We serve a jealous God. Idolatry is nothing to play with. Kevin Samuels' followers idolized him. They called him the Godfather. You're not supposed to be calling nobody Godfather, spiritual. R.C. Blake's too. He has a cult-like following. He's got his followers calling him spiritual father. I said, oh, God gonna tear his ass up. God gonna tear R.C. Blake's up. He is a full-blown narcissist with a cult-like following, and he's misleading all these women, pimping them for their money. He's pimping the people of his church. He's committing idolatry right in y'all faces. And you would think men, this is how I know the narcissist has a reprobate mindset, because God made an example out of Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels had a cult-like following. His followings, the people that followed Kevin Samuels were abusers, manipulators, con artists, felons, deadbeat dads, woman beaters, pedophiles. That was his following. And he had women that were pick-me's, the women that support and enable abusive men. His following was toxic as hell, and he had them calling him Godfather. I said, uh-oh, the larger, as his following, his audience grew in size, his head and his ego blew up, and he got more cocky. He got more condescending, more misogynistic. He even, he made a statement about, sexually abusing children. Children, don't believe the child when the child is telling on the abuser. Oh, that exposed him, in my opinion, to be a pedophile too, because like, why would you not believe a child? If a child is telling you they're being touched and molested, why would you look the other way? Kevin was fucking toxic as fuck. And that's, in my opinion, I think God said enough. He talked all that shit about being a high value man. High value men take good care of their health. He was in poor health. He had a bad heart. High value men pay their child support and they take good care of their children. He didn't pay his child support and he had a very terrible relationship with his daughter. A non-existent relationship, because narcissists are emotionally disconnected from their children. He, when his YouTube started blowing up, child support enforcement probably found out about it and he was forced to pay up his debt. Okay, he couldn't get away with not paying child support anymore because, once child support found out that he was this celebrity, blogger, and he was getting all this money on his YouTube, they probably hit up YouTube and was like, we coming to collect. He owes child support debt. So his followers idolize him, and I said it's a matter of time before he self-sabotages, and God has had enough of his shit. And we saw what happened. He was eliminated from this earth. That's how I know the men and women that are narcissistic in this community have reprobate mindsets. They don't learn shit. God will set an example for us to, don't be like Kevin Samuels. Don't teach your followers to idolize you. Stop this false prophet shit. Don't use the Bible or the church to mislead people. Stop pimping people for their money and using my name at the same time. He used Kevin Samuels to teach us this, and we're still ignoring God's teachings. The narcissist has a reprobate mindset, and I have exposed 3 of these individuals over the last week. And their teachings and their cult-like followings. Their bad behavior has been called out with receipts, and their followers they're moving the goalposts and defending and protecting them. That's because their cult-like following are also narcissists, toxic codependents, Jezebels, harlots, demons. Don't be a part of that collective. You better get right with God and stand. If you got to stand by yourself, but you better get right with God and stop following blindly, because he's going to punish these individuals one by one, just like he got rid of Kevin Samuels and Tiffany Draper. May Tiffany Draper rest in peace. But what she did was idolatry too. What she did, she was a demon. Doing demonic stuff with her channel, harassing multiple people, bullying multiple people. And she had a reprobate mindset. Y'all can talk shit about spiritual whistleblower all you want. I'm a very humble individual, and I am doing spiritual work, and I'm doing it without pimping y'all for money. I'm doing it at no charge. I'm doing it for him. He has me divinely protected. I know y'all worry about me at times. Y'all pray for my safety. Thank you. I appreciate it. But when you're living in your purpose, you fear no man but God. I'm a big girl. I'm 6 feet tall, 200 plus pounds. I've survived the very rough streets of New York City in the projects, and I can fight my ass off. I know how to throw hands if a bitch ever confronts me. Okay? New York City is not for the fucking weak. You got to be a tough bitch physically, and you definitely got to be tough up here. And I keep something in my bag for the men. If a man ever runs up on me in New York, I'm going to take him out. He's either going in a body bag, he's going to be seriously hurt fucking with me. So I appreciate y'all prayers and your concerns, but I love my purpose. I love doing this work. And when I call out demons and people that are scamming y'all, they're going to make videos that make no sense. They're going to gaslight. They're going to talk in circles. That is called narcissistic word salad. They're going to attack. They're going to attack at things that make, so what? I live in public housing. Living in public housing has nothing to do with character. You're going to be an amazing person inside and out. And just because you live in a ghetto community, what that has nothing to do with your character or your spiritual or moral compass. But see, narcissistic, toxic people, they try to tie your self-worth to where you live and the type of clothes. You might buy clothes from Rainbow. You might buy clothes from the Goodwill store, the thrift shop, and they'll judge you on that. That's classist. You got to watch people that do shit like that. They're condescending. I'm going to tell you, they don't have their shit together. They don't have their bills paid. A lot of them are in financial debt. A lot of them have gone to jail for financial crimes. Y'all need to do criminal background checks on these life coaches. You'll be surprised what you find. Oh, that's a whole nother video. Should I make a video exposing folks' criminal backgrounds? Folks out here filing bankruptcy? Folks in debt? That's why they got to scam y'all on these super chats, because money is tight. But they want to point fingers and talk about me. My bills are paid. My car is paid off. I vacation all year. I look beautiful. My, hair, nails, and all that, that takes money. Tummy tuck, plastic surgery costs money. If I'm so broke living in public housing, where am I getting all this money to take multiple vacations all over the world? Where am I getting this money to get plastic surgery done? You cannot judge somebody's character and moral compass based on where they live. That's the most ignorant, dumb, stupid shit I've ever heard in my life. But if you like it, I love it. Pay attention to this community. Don't just focus on the abuser. Watch the people that support the abuser, because they're outing themselves as an abuser. Abusers stick together. Pedophiles stick together. People that abuse children stick together. Male and female, they're mad, and they should be. Because when you call one out, all the others are going to feel like you called them out too. Stick close to God. Stay faithful. Even when you cut your family off, they're going to band together and come against you. Narcs are weak when they attack you one-on-one. They need a whole community to come against you. And they still will never, ever be able to defeat you when you have the power of God covering you. We saw what happened with Moses. How all the Egyptians band up against him, and he still defeated all of them. Stay in your power. Stay true to yourself. Get the fuck out this community. There's nothing here but toxicity. They're going to keep you reminiscing about your ex because they talk in circles. They got you reminiscing. You're never going to heal if you stay reminiscing. That's called limerence. Go look up the word limerence. You are in a state of limerence when you keep watching videos over and over again, year after year, thinking about your ex and narcissist. It's time to heal. It's time to move forward with life. It's time to get out here and live life. Enjoy life as a single person. Stay celibate. Stop dating. Get the fuck off the dating apps. Start being independent and enjoying your life as a single person. Get out here and make a lot of money. Get out here and travel. Get a makeover. Live your best fucking life. You don't need a man, ladies. It's okay. They're going to attack us and say, you're going to die alone. I sure am. I'd rather have a cat and dog by my side than to be laid up with an abusive, womanizing cheater. You motherfucking right. And for those of us that have children, you're not going to die alone. When you're good to your children going to take good care of you. So these men's is just big mad because they know women are not dealing with their shit anymore. Women are going to file divorce. The divorce rate is 70-80%, and it's women filing. Women are sick of men of being abusive and misogynistic and toxic. Okay? They don't want us to be single and independent. They want to control us and bully and punish us. And there's women out there that support these abusive men that bully and punish us. It's all right to be single and enjoy your life and enjoy your money. Go finish your goals. Get out these YouTube streets. It is nothing here but pig, filth, slop, low vibrational shit, false prophets, atheists, pedophiles, woman beaters running fucking YouTube channels, child abusers. Be careful who you follow. Be careful who you learn from. Stick close to him. And don't idolize me. I don't want no cult. I don't want to be put up on no pedestal. I'm just a vessel. I'm not no celebrity. Don't idolize me. I don't need your money. I just want you to get right with God. It's a beautiful fucking feeling. It's beautiful. Find your purpose and go hard for him, and you'll learn who you are in life, and you'll start to heal. And you won't have a desire to watch none of these YouTube content creators. You're going to be like, this shit is for the birds. I don't need it. God bless y'all and have an amazing day. It's been the Spiritual Whistleblower.